Hey Sagittarius Capricorns, welcome into your Pisces season tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome in. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back, my loves. And special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad free. I love you all so very much, and I thank you for your love and support. It truly means the world to me. If you want to become a channel member for exclusive viewer perks and so much more, you can click that join button next to subscribe underneath this video if you see it, or check out the link in my description box, okay? It'll take you to the same page where you can overview my membership tiers, see what I have to offer, and join wherever you feel comfortable. I'd love to have you guys on the more intimate side of this channel, but in the meantime and in between time, let's talk about Pisces season, Sagittarians. A very interesting energy I was getting for you here. I've been trying to figure out how to kind of put it into words, Sagittarius. Okay, in Pisces season, you do stand to receive some sort of justice, okay? I almost feel like justice for going through something that wasn't meant for you to go through. Something in this energy, I don't want to say wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, yeah, this is kind of like a little choppy, but the potential for it to happen was always there, but it was never intended for you to go through that potential energy or to have to experience that energy, okay? So maybe there were some free will choices here, Sagittarius, that were made that I just heard shifted timelines for you. But I just heard out of your control. Like you couldn't control this. Like there was nothing that you could do to stop this timeline shift or to make it not happen or to make it go in a different way. Again, somebody's free will choice created this, but it had an effect on you. Okay, I could be talking about something in the past. I could be talking about something that's in your present here or the future. Just keep that in mind. I'm seeing the Six of Cups, so this could be more or less a past energy or something that might be coming up from your subconscious here for you to deal with in Pisces season. Rules the subconscious, okay? Something needs to clear out of your subconscious energy, your subconscious mind. Or something is clearing out of your subconscious mind here, okay? Some of y'all still maybe think that there was something that you could have done differently to get a different outcome or get a different result. And no, it was out of your hands. It wasn't your choice to make. I just heard it wasn't your choice to make. So maybe this is you kind of making peace or accepting the fact that you kind of had to surrender to some sort of change or some sort of timeline shift, because again, it wasn't your decision to make. It was out of your control. There was nothing that you could have done to change what happened. It happened. Okay, so some of y'all might still be struggling with accepting what happened or how something happened. And that's okay. Okay, you'll get there. You'll get there. I'm starting to almost want to cry. Like there's some sort of grief attached to this. Maybe even a little bit of resentment for having to deal with this shift in timelines. Yeah, the Fool. I almost feel like this, whatever you might be dealing with or whatever you had to deal with might have been a result of somebody's foolishness or a foolish action, something that wasn't thought through, but affected you. Or somebody didn't think about how something was going to affect you. Somebody just jumped off the cliff. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay. The Moon, right? Like I said, your subconscious is very active or will be very active in Pisces season. I wouldn't be surprised if you start dreaming a lot or start having a lot of lucid or vivid dreams. For those of you that are dreamers, the dreams I'm kind of feeling and sensing for you are the ones where you're actively present in the dream. Like you can kind of manipulate what's going on, or like move through it, or kind of shift the energy. You have that awareness or that consciousness in the dream state, those type of dreams. Or it's so vivid that it feels like reality, those dreams. Or some of y'all, it's dreaming of your waking life. Some of it could even be a little bit of like a predictive energy. I mean, you are the cusp of prophecy, so you might start to see certain days play out in your dreams. And then be like, I dreamt about this. It's happening. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of that this Pisces season. So just be mentally prepared if that hasn't started already. I almost feel like the divine wants to put you in somebody's shoes almost too, so that you understand what they were facing, or maybe why they made this choice. Not that it makes it right or wrong. It just gives you understanding. There's a part of your soul that's seeking to understand something, okay? It's going to play out in your dream space. All right. Okay. That's just what I was getting in the meditation here, Sagittarius, okay? Whatever that grief is, though, it's guiding you and coming up here so that you can kind of almost like rebirth yourself, like allow whatever has to end with that grief to end. Yeah, some of y'all, there's mourning here, but it's something of the past. It's not something current. Yeah. Okay. Show me what's going on here with Sagittarius. What's all this energy in Pisces season? The Four of Pentacles, it's definitely in the heart chakra for sure. Clarify. The World, yeah. Saturn. Closing out some sort of cycle here. Show me. What's this cycle? The Eight of Cups in reverse. That's what I mean. Okay. Okay. Yeah, subconsciously you might still be holding on to something here, Sagittarius, that in Pisces season you will be getting a lot of guidance on how to walk away from, but you haven't walked away from it yet. You haven't detached from it yet. You haven't healed it yet. Okay? It still has some sort of emotional influence over you. And that might be what the divine is trying to get you to see. Okay? Show me. What's this Eight of Cups in reverse? What is Sagittarius having a hard time walking away from or detaching from? The Three of Cups. Show me. Okay. Ooh. You've got the Moon, Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Wow. Look at all that major arcana. Yeah. Again, subconscious is very important here, okay? Pluto energy is also important with Judgment. Again, trying to get you to change timelines, or again, there's some sort of like, I just want to call it acceptance, okay? There's just a part of you that's struggling to accept the way something played out or the way something happened. And that's only the case because you couldn't control it. Okay, so maybe this is a deeper control issue you're being guided to look at. Ace of Pentacles with the Hierophant. This is an opportunity to grow your faith, an opportunity to learn from, yeah, Sagittarius. This is an opportunity to learn from the mistakes of others. But I think it's hard for you to do so because the mistake affected you in some way. So it's like once you get past all of that feeling around however it affects you, you'll then land on the wisdom that's presented to you by being able to either witness that mistake or again being tied to it or affected by it. The divine allowed that to happen so that you don't do the same thing to someone else or the same thing moving forward. If this is like a familial thing, it's like you don't do that to your children. You get to cut the cycle off. But if you stay in the emotions of it here, which could be very difficult to not do in Pisces season, but if you don't get underneath the emotion, the chances of you not getting to the wisdom around it are kind of high. So it's like that's maybe where the focus needs to be, getting to the wisdom of the matter. Not getting too caught up on how it made you feel, but what did you stand to learn from it? What can you learn from it? Okay. I know that's challenging. That's not easy, but you can do it. Okay. Show me the Four of Pentacles. I just heard a closed heart led to this. Page of Cups, a closed heart. Okay. Show me the World. The Page of Swords. Yeah, 2 pages. This could have definitely affected you in your childhood. This could be an inner child wound that you're being guided to look at and heal and mend. It's also an opportunity, though, here to do something different, Sagittarius. You don't have to repeat the cycle. You were affected by this enough, close to this mistake, I guess. I don't really even want to call it mistake, but that's maybe how you perceive it. You were brought close enough or involved enough to learn from it without having to make the same decision, make the same choice. Page of Cups with the Page of Swords. Why the 8 of Cups in reverse here, Divine? The Ace of Cups, period. Yeah. You get to lead with your heart. You get to have the heart involved. So whatever this was, it could have felt heartless. It could have felt cold. It could have felt cruel. Somebody was definitely a little stingy or held back or like blocked themselves from doing something, or I don't know. There's something here. It's a block for sure, but it's like it doesn't have to be a block for you. But you're close enough to see how someone who is blocked like that makes these choices and decisions and does this, and that's the effect and the outcome. You felt that. So because you know how it feels to be on the other side of that energy, make sure you're not one perpetrating the energy or repeating the energy. Okay? Could be a lot of self-love too, that you might be called to do. A lot of self-love work in Pisces season. Show me the 3 of Cups. Thank you. The Emperor. Yeah. Right. It was out of your control. Yeah, I don't know why I feel like somebody just needs to hear that. And I'm probably going to keep saying that throughout this reading. It was out of your control. There was nothing that you could have done differently to stop somebody or change the decision that was made, the choice that was made, the actions that were taken, the words that were said, whatever was done. That was someone else's decision or choice. Like it was out of your control. You couldn't have been different. Some of y'all might have taken it like you deserved it, or like it was a reflection of you. Like if you would have been a different person or done something differently, that wouldn't have happened. Ease up off of that, Sagittarius, if that is the case. Okay. Again, I feel like the divine keeps wanting to reassure or affirm in somebody, there was nothing that you could have done. It was nothing that you did. It was out of your control. It wasn't your choice to make. Unfortunately, you maybe had to deal with the outcome of it, but it wasn't in, the ball wasn't in your court in that. Like, again, it's like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to accept that there was nothing that could have been done to make the outcome different. Maybe this was a point on your destined path here that you were going to have to experience regardless, Sagittarius. Just making peace with that could be what's needed and necessary. Show me the moon. What's the subconscious trying to tell Sagittarius? The hot priestess. I can't make it up. Your subconscious is trying to give you a truth, Sagittarius. Yeah, like I said, this was a point of destiny. It was always in your path. It was written this way. This was going to happen. It was going to happen like that. But again, I think it's the part of you that maybe believes or has convinced yourself that if you would have did something differently, said something differently, whatever, moved differently, been a whole different person, I don't know, you would have got a different outcome. And that's not true. This outcome would have happened regardless. And that's what I mean by, rather than focusing on necessarily what happened, what do you stand to learn from it, the Hierophant? You got 2 aces out here. Really 3 if you count the Page of Swords. So your subconscious is pulling this up for you to reanalyze and relook at, so you can have a deeper understanding around almost like, yeah, the fortune. Okay, you might have been at the bottom of the wheel when it comes to this energy. The divine is trying to get you to see it from the top. Or how some sort of karmic wheel is turning. Or you can shift this energy if you choose to step into the wisdom of the situation, rather than focus on the what happened or the outcome again. I just heard it shouldn't have to be this way. What was that, Patti LaBelle? 6 of Cups. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. There's something old here, Sagittarius, but it's relevant to what you're going through or what you need to break free from or heal right now. It's like the divine is calling you back to your past so that you can see it with new eyes and receive the truth from a new perspective, a new energy. Yeah, the Emperor. That's that control. Show me the Wheel of Fortune here. Thank you, divine. The King of Pentacles fell right on the Emperor too. What goes around comes around. Depending on what this was for you, Sagittarius, please know what goes around comes around. You got the World and the Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. Somebody is going to reap what they sow. But again, it's like you get to learn that lesson from the sidelines of it. Like you don't, or I don't know, I don't know why that keeps coming out. It's something about it. Like it happened this way so that you could have an understanding without having to repeat something or do the same thing. Or being given the opportunity to shift and change. Why do I almost want to say somebody's stuck in their ways. But you don't have to be, Sagittarius. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Thank you. The 3 of Pentacles. Okay. The 6 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about balance. I feel like it's time for you to finally be at peace when it comes to this situation, Sagittarius, and that's what the divine is going to guide you through in Pisces season, get you there. It's time to balance all this energy out. Holding on to it, holding on to the pain of it, holding on to maybe even the resentment that maybe has built up because of it isn't doing you any good. It might be time to really let it go. Oh, yeah, it's almost like, of course, if it were you, you would have done something different, but it's not you. Find the blessing in that. Okay, show me the Hierophant. Thank you. Oh, yeah, the 8 of Swords with the 3 of Swords. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I get it, though. Depending on the level of betrayal that you feel, this could be what's been blinding you or what's been binding you. That's what I mean. If you can get unbound, get underneath what you feel as opposed to just focusing on it, you'll find the wisdom in it. You'll see the lesson, you'll find the blessing, and you can move forward. But you're holding on to the heartbreak of it, the pain of it. And it might be time to really let it go. And not let it go as a way of excusing this person's behavior or whatever they chose to do. No, like I said, whatever they sowed, they will reap. Karmic wheel is shifting here. The karmic tables are turning in this situation. But in order for them to fully turn and be in your favor, the Ace of Pentacles, you need to learn the wisdom. You need to learn the lesson. Even if it wasn't your actions. I think that's what it is. Somebody standing in the energy of like, it's not my lesson to learn, when that's not the truth. It is your lesson to learn. You went through the situation for you to also learn something, not for this person just to figure it out or to have the karma come back. You see what I'm saying? It's like you gotta grab your part of the wisdom. It's still on the table. You gotta pick it up. Okay. Show me the Hierophant, Divine, with this Three of Pentacles. At the Sun. Come on. This is about getting to your joy, getting to your light, healing your inner child, finding success, being able to really be free, naked, kind of just vulnerable in new ways. The wisdom is your freedom. That seems to be the theme here for Fire Earth energies. The wisdom in whatever you're dealing with, in whatever this Piscean energy, Piscean season is bringing up from your subconscious, the wisdom is your key to the freedom, the joy, the success, the happiness, whatever that sun represents for you, okay? But you got to get out, you got to, for this particular group, you got to get over, I don't even want to say it like that because that's hard. You got to get through the betrayal. You got to get through that energy. Okay, strength. Yeah, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength to do so. It takes a lot of vulnerability, being truthful and honest with what you feel. Okay. Some of y'all are waiting on an apology that's not going to come. I just heard that. You're waiting on an apology. You're waiting on a shift in behavior. You're waiting on some sort of awareness, something to click for somebody that's not going to click. Yeah. So you might have to find peace. You might have to find that acceptance again on your own timing, in your own energy. It's not going to come from this person. Like I just heard, they're stuck in their ways. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. Eight of Cups in reverse with the Ace of Cups. Right. You got to get into your Ace of Cups. You can't get into your Ace of Cups if you're not detaching, if you're not letting go or making space and making room for it. Clarify. Eight of Cups in reverse with this Ace of Cups. Thank you. The Ten of Swords. That's why. Yeah, it's betrayal. Like, yeah, this was deep betrayal. I could feel it. I'm not meaning to make light of what you've been through, Sagittarius. Not at all. This is a general message, though, so I just have to kind of keep it broad. But I can feel that. That pain, that betrayal, that behavior, whatever happened here, it cut deep. Deeper than maybe you were fully aware of, deeper than maybe you wanted it to or thought it would. Some sort of choice and decision or action had a deeper effect on you. And I think maybe there could even be a little bit of shame around how deeply something affected you. Maybe that's what you got to look at. Let go of the shame around it. It's like, this happened to me kind of a thing. I can't believe this happened to me, or I allowed that happen, or that I even had to go through it. Like, there's something there here, Sagittarius, that you gotta face. Because here's what I'll tell you. No apology from this person is going to actually make you feel better. It might even piss you off more. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not... You might think that that's what's going to make it better, but it's not. It's not. strength. You have the power to mend this for yourself, within yourself. I don't think it'll be mended between you and whatever happened and whomever this is connected to, but you have the power to mend it for you. It's like waiting on this person to kind of stitch you up. They might stab you again. Do you see what I'm saying? Like leaving it up to this person to have some sort of awakening or awareness shift and then come to their senses and then they'll know and know. Like that's a bit of a waste of time here, Sagittarius. And again, your dreams are going to reveal this to you, okay? But show me the Three of Cups with the Emperor. At the top, I'm trying to tell you. The Tower. That's what I mean. And it kind of came out cross. You waiting for this Emperor energy, whoever this is for you, to finally have their awakening, finally come to their senses, finally see what it is. And then it's like, I know. Because that's what you think would make the betrayal feel better. But it's not going to. It's not. It's not. It's just going to piss you off even more. I could feel it. Like it's like even hearing it, it's like it's going to re-agitate the wound. I just feel like the divine is trying to get you to mend it, heal it, face it, let it heal on its own. Don't touch it again. Move on, move forward. Okay? I know. Waiting for somebody to realize that what they did is wrong, and then not only just realize it, but admit to that, and then not only admit to it, come and apologize and make it better, child. You be waiting for lifetimes with that one. I can feel it. You're going to be waiting for lifetimes, babe. Don't waste your life hung up on this. Okay, and I love you. I know that's hard. Trust me, baby. I've been there. But it's real. Show me the moon and the high priestess. Clarify the subconscious. And again, yeah. Like I said, no offer of love is going to make you feel better. No matter how they come in, it's not going to change what happened. Especially if they're not holding themselves accountable. Especially if they, again, don't even think they did anything wrong. No half-assed apology is going to make you feel better. I'm sorry to even say it like that, but that's what that feels like. Okay. Show me judgment with the Six of Cups. The Star. Yeah. It's the healing that you need. Yeah. I know, Sagittarius. It's hard. Wheel of Fortune with the King of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. Yeah. I feel like where you got to put your focus here, Sagittarius, is just back on mending yourself. Being a better friend to you. Being a better lover to you. Being your own family. Like, I know that's hard, but it has to kind of come from you. That's what I'm sensing. The only way to get out of this Ten of Swords is to get into your Ace of Cups. Get into your heart chakra. And not necessarily worry about when the Tower is going to hit for this Emperor, King of Pentacles energy. Because, child, that's up to the divine. Okay? That's out of your hands. It's out of your control, too. Yeah, this is about what you can and cannot control, Sagittarius. Ace of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles, divine. Thank you. The Four of Cups with the Ten of Wands. Yeah. Holding on to those three cups is what's weighing you down, Sagittarius. Holding on to what happened with this Emperor is what's weighing you down. Expecting them to change and be different, weighing you down. Expecting them to see the damage that they've done, weighing you down. Not accepting that Ace of Cups from the divine, also weighing you down. It's time to be light. The sun. You got the sun and the moon here and the star. Yeah, it's time to be in alignment here, boo. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Thank you. And that's nothing but the truth, y'all. I'm only giving y'all what I'm seeing. Trust me. I know. I know. Yeah. Hangman, Neptune. Yeah. Once you get underneath the emotions, Sagicorn, you'll start to see the wisdom. You'll start to be able to learn the lesson. And it seems like that's where the divine is trying to get you to be, the Chariot. That's where your alignment is. That's when things can start moving in the right direction for you. But you're weighing yourself down by holding on or holding out hope that somebody is going to have some sort of awakening, some sort of shift, and some sort of awareness. And then all of a sudden, and then they got to go through that, and then they'll be sorry, and then we can move forward. And then it's like, even if that were to happen, wonderful and great, but holding yourself back, waiting for it, is where you might be a bit misaligned here, okay? And that's okay. This is a season to get you back in alignment. All right? Show me, divine, how are you guiding Sagittarius, Capricorn energies through this alignment? The Rose in reverse. Yeah, you got to get through the thorns first. In order to see yourself bloom, you got to get through the thorns. You got to get through the challenge. You kind of got to look at what's pricking you, okay? Why is it pricking you in that position, in that space? Yeah. Show me what else. My deck's not upside down, right? Thank you. Yeah. You got the moorland, the buffalo, yeah, the crown, and the desert. I hate to give that message, but Sagittarians, for whoever this is for, my love, you are holding out hope for somebody to be something that they're not, okay? And yes, people can change, but people have to be willing to change. People have to want to change. And waiting on somebody to start feeling that is again where you are holding yourself back. Okay? If someone is going to change, it's going to be when they make the decision and choice to. No amount of waiting, no amount of willing, no amount of stagnating yourself, holding out, or, you know, halting yourself is going to make that happen. Everybody has free will. Like I said, this feels like the result of a free will choice, especially in how I'm feeling it. It doesn't seem like this person thinks they even did anything wrong, even if there was some sort of pain or some sort of hurt, or that they harmed you or whatever the case was. They don't see, even if they see it, they don't want to. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like, even if they know, they don't necessarily care. And I get that that's hard. It's hurtful. Please sit with that hurt, move through it, understand it, receive it, okay? Don't stuff it down. Don't avoid it. Don't run from it. Feel your way through this, Sagittarians, but you're holding out hope for somebody to shift that does not want to change. And that hope is holding you back. It's keeping you from your bloom, because you still feel like there's some sort of abundance or some sort of change or some sort of almost like good that can come out of somebody. And I understand, I'm not saying that somebody's not a good person. They just might not be good for you. Okay? You got to crown yourself with the wisdom. This could also be, it's like you might be trying, thank you, Divine. That could be it too. You might be trying to put your ability on somebody else. Well, I was able to get through this, that, and the third, right? I moved through it. I was able to shift and change. It shouldn't be this hard for that person, but you and that person are two different people. What's easy for you could be very difficult for somebody else. What's easy for someone else could be very difficult for you. So expecting somebody to have the strength, the wisdom, the insight, the foresight, the know-how, the willingness to do that transformation or to change or to shift or to like meet you where you're at is also maybe where you're hanging yourself up. This might be a moment, Sagittarians, where you have to accept, yeah, that person is not you. You wouldn't have done that, but that's what they chose to do. And so that's their choice to make. And that's who they are. There's a part of you that wants to paint this person differently, or wants to, or expect somebody to change when they've shown you that that's not what they want to do. That's not what they're interested in. Again, they don't even think they need to. They don't care if they hurt you. They don't care. They just, I'm sorry, but they don't. It's a desert. It's dry. There's nothing there. Ooh, I just felt a rush out of my heart chakra. Yeah, I think your higher self has maybe been trying to tell you that, Sagittarians, but you don't want to believe it. And I get it. But the sooner you embrace that truth that your higher self and your subconscious is trying to make you aware of, the quicker you can heal, the easier you'll be able to move forward, the sooner you get to your joy, the sun, the happiness. Okay? Don't stay under this rain cloud. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Once you accept that it is a desert, that there's no life necessarily there, and I'm not saying the desert doesn't have life, of course it does. But do you see what I mean? There's no flow, there's no water, there's no emotion. You could be trying to appeal to somebody's heart who doesn't even, they're not even active in their heart. They're not even in their fourth chakra. They're not even in their fourth dimension yet. It's like trying to appeal to somebody's morality when they don't have one. They don't have a moral compass. So you trying to be like, it's the right thing to do. They don't care about the right thing to do. You see what I'm saying? Where's your humanity? They might not have any, babe. And that's hard to accept. But the sooner you do, the easier it'll be to move forward. How else are you guiding? Thank you, Divine. The stairs, I'm trying to tell you. You can move forward with a clearer mind once you accept this truth, but I get it. You don't want to see this person like that, or you don't want to think that way or look at it like that, but that's what it is, babe. Okay? You can't appeal to somebody's heart when they don't have one. The island. That's what's leaving you isolated. You're holding, that's what I mean. You're holding yourself back from your own flow, your own abundance, holding out hope for somebody to kind of like get it, or like it'll click one day. They'll understand. They'll make the change. They'll do better. Baby, no. You just gonna keep being isolated. Again, maybe that's it. Maybe you're holding on to this because you don't want to be alone, or you don't want to be without this person, or, you know, they mean a lot to you, or, you know, this was a significant person in your world. It's a parent, it's a sibling, it's an aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, whomever, best friend. Take it as it resonates. You don't want to do life without them. But again, if like there's no water there, like there's no love there. Okay. Or again, it's like you're hoping somebody can, like, yeah, do the change, shift in the way that you have, but not everybody's equipped. Not everybody's even willing to do that. Some people want to rest where they are. Some people don't want to evolve. Some people don't want to grow. Some people want to stay the same. Because they don't think they have to, and that's their choice, their free will choice to make. Okay, show me the crown. Like I said, you got to go through the storm, the rain, the hail. The rainbow will come. Like I said, the flow. Come on. You're holding up your own flow by holding out hope for this person. And again, I'm not saying that they could never. No, everybody has the potential to change. Everybody has the ability to. It's the willingness and the wanting that's missing. It's not that they can't. They don't want to. Yeah, like the fountain, that's what I mean. You're pouring all your fountain energy and overflow on a desert that's just going to suck it up. It's never going to pour back. It's just going to suck it up. It's just going to absorb and just absorb. because somebody is making a free will choice and decision to not reciprocate, or to not see it the way you see it, or again, just to not care. Or somebody, again, doesn't think that there's anything wrong with how they behave, how they treat people, how they handle things. So it's falling on deaf ears. Any sort of appeal to them and like, don't you see, and da-da-da-da-da, it's going to fall on deaf ears, one ear out the other. This person has a hardened heart, 4 of Pentacles. So it's not your job to change that, though. Okay? What's on the other side of this gate, Divine? Yeah, the fox. Yeah. And it wanted to come out in reverse. That's what I mean. Sagittarius, you have to accept that somebody is not you. You can weather the storm. You are strong enough to do the change and the transformation and face yourself and look at it. That's you, my love. That's not everybody. This person doesn't have the same heart that you do, and that's probably why you gotta let them go. Okay? Yeah, the hummingbird. I promise you, everything on the other side of that decision to let this go, things can start actually moving quickly. Okay? Fast. So, yeah, the angel. And you have your angels. You're protected in this, okay? Again, this is going to be that season of transcendence and transformation when it comes to this karma. It feels karmic. This is a karmic lesson that you got to learn here, Sagittarius, okay? And I know that's hard. Again, because what's easy for you, you look at everybody else and go, well, it should be easy. I don't understand why it's so hard, but it's not for everybody. Not everybody's meant to walk that path. Not everybody can do what you do. Not everybody has the heart, the mind, the strength, the courage, the spirit, the soul to do it. Everybody's on their own path. Everybody has the right to choose their own destiny. And that's what somebody did. And that's what it's going to be. That's what it is. Okay? No amount of, like, again, trying to convince them or motivate them or and talking to them and talking to them and talking to them and telling them how it made you feel. And they don't care. I'm sorry. All right? I love y'all. I'm going to leave it there. I really do hope that this brought some sort of clarity and confirmation, though, for whoever needed it. Hopefully a little bit of healing truth as well. You can. It's going to be okay, Sagittarius. I get it. I can feel the heaviness in the heart. If you got to cry about it more, please do. If you got to be angry about it more, please do. If you're still not ready to let it go, okay. But eventually you're going to have to. Okay? Take advantage of the season to do it now, so that you can start the new energetic year, the new natural year, and new energy. Okay, I love y'all. Check out the description box below for all the links. All right, make sure you like this video if this did serve you, okay? If this felt like a part of your truth, share it with somebody who might need to hear it as well. I forget to say that. But I thank y'all for sharing the videos. And make sure you're subscribed so I can pick up on your energy in future readings. All right, personal readings, cusproses.store. Again, link down below. I'll see y'all in our next one. Namaste.